Kala Moana, fellow exiles. It has been a few days since the last build update for my Trial of the Ancestors starter, and a lot has changed since then. You can see on screen, here it is, my Marauder, my big bulky boy, and he's no longer a Chieftain. So that's the big update number one, right? We went Infernal Blow Chieftain as our starter. We weren't going Ignite, we were going hit base, trying to scale that way, and while it worked me through the campaign, into whites, into yellows, I hit a wall there, and I could not surpass yellow maps. In fact, I could not beat the Black Star, and I could not break through into reds with Infernal Blow. It felt absolutely abysmal. In fact, I was trying all these new and different ideas with Infernal Blow, trying to make it work. I even swapped, briefly, from swords to axes, and then I saw on PoE.Ninja a different style of Infernal Blow using war staves. Now, a lesson can be learned here. I looked at that build thoroughly. I thought, okay, awesome. This tree is great. The gear, oh, I can attain it. Easy, let's swap to war staves and crit. I failed completely because I missed a single mob that was on the war staff that made everything work, and I didn't have it available to me. And that was hits cannot be evaded. Because if you go that build, you have absolutely no accuracy rating. You can't hit anything. The attack speed is horrendous. You're relying on cycling through your war cries and hitting big, juicy, meaty hits with crits. Did not happen. Was horrible. I had to briefly spec back to axes, and I tried out Infernal Blow for just a while longer. Couldn't do it. So I went to the old, reliable Bone Shatter Juggernaut. Briefly, I was a Bone Shatter Chieftain, but I decided I'm not going to do this. I'm going Jug. I want to be able to get 40 out of 40. This is not going to work with the currency I have available. And of course, right when I re-rolled to Bone Shatter Juggernaut, found 2 Divines in a Ritual, got another Divine from Trial of the Ancestors, and then I had a Kirak mission that awarded a level 4 Corrupted Empower. There you go. Currency made. I could have made Infernal Blow work, but I had already swapped a few different times, so I decided to land on Bone Shatter Juggernaut. Now, if you haven't played PoE in a while, or you've played PoE before and presently, and you haven't tried Bone Shatter Juggernaut and you enjoy melee builds, let me tell you, this is the build to go if you want to clear the entire game with ease. This build is phenomenal. It is survivable. It does damage. As long as you can do the boss mechanics, you should be able to kill every single pinnacle boss in the game. It just takes a little bit longer. So we're going to look at my gear briefly, the tree and where it differs from a few different juggernauts on PoE.Ninja, and then we're going to do a map showcase for people who may not be aware what Bone Shatter Juggernaut looks like. Let's get right in. So here's my tree, right? Typical Juggernaut with each of these 2-point nodes into here. And then cycle up here, get all the life nodes, axe cluster here, all the armor I can absolutely get. Max res there. I get a little spell suppression on the side here. I'm still working on upgrading my gear to get full spell suppression. Few keystones, iron reflexes, converting all my evasion to armor. Then we also have call to arms, instant war cries, very nice quality of life. And then you can see right here, I also have Panopticon. That's because I have it anointed via my amulet. Speaking of my amulet, let's take a look at my items. Super lucky again here. Found this, was able to craft this incredible axe. Look at that. Phenomenal. Big attack speed, big physical damage. It's awesome. A little bit of accuracy rating there, some light radius, you know, for the memes, of course. And we have basic rings. They're okay, especially this one. Gives me some attack speed, accuracy rating, life, cold, and physical attack damage leech does life, which is exactly what we do. So that's great. Body armor, nothing special. It is a vessel for my Bone Shatter. The helmet, okay, got some spell suppress on it. All these, by the way, still need their Eldritch Implicits. You can see they're not very great. This also right here can probably be swapped out for something that has 30% movement speed, but it's still okay. And then this, I'm actually kind of proud of the amulet. Found this off the ground with the implicit modifier, and then 23 dex, 41 int, biz damage, life, fire res, and physical attack damage leech does mana as the various affixes. Very nice amulet for this build. And here is the Stygian Vice. Just spammed a few yellow harvest crafts on it to get some chaos res. That's all it really is here. And then, of course, we have our Quicksilver, Silver, Jade, and Granite Flasks all automated to be used when charge reaches full, so I don't need to press any flask button except for my Divine Life Flask. That's the only one that I use on emergencies. So, gem setup, basic as well. We're using Brutality support, linked to Bone Shatter. We have Close Combat, Fortify, Ruthless, and melee physical damage support. Basic stuff. And then we also have our totems, of course. Ancestral Cry, Determination, Leap Slam. The rest is pretty basic. We have Pride, Blood Rage, Poacher's Mark, Mark on Hit. And then right here, cast when damage taken, Molten Shell, Arrogance, Precision. So it's a pretty basic Bone Shatter build, but for those of you who may not have seen it in action before, we're going to go through a quick map just to see how it plays. We'll also do Eater. Crimson Temple, we could get an Apothecary, of course. Let's hope. This build cannot do maps that reflect physical damage yet. I don't have any mitigation against that. But as you can see, it is mega strong. This is a T16. All right. Infernal Blow was not making it, people. Not making it at all. All right, let's do that. Wasn't able to clear almost anything. It was very unfortunate. We'll just zoom through. See how nice Bone Shatter feels? It literally just clears everything. Oh my goodness. We don't wanna rip, so I'm not gonna use that. I still read all of my altars and maps, of course. Ooh. Strategy right now, by the way, is Ritual, Expedition, Shrines, and then Eater altars. I'm going for that Divine Orb. Hoping I can get it. We can do quick Ritual. But we don't have to go through every single League mechanic on this specific map. We can also do the Expedition I see over there. We can do that one. That one's fine. Oh, it feels so satisfying. Look how fast my attacks are, and I don't even have any totems put down. If I put down my Ancestral, my other one, look at that. Going. Oh, that would have been amazing. Headhunter while recording. Alright. Very satisfying booms here. And do you see how I'm taking almost no damage? Do you see how low my life is, too? It's not even that high. Absolutely crazy stuff, folks. My Chieftain was struggling to survive. Absolutely struggling. Alright, we'll do this Gwennon.
Come on.
Alright, making sure that none are immune to Fizz. I don't see any, so we're going to go right in and hope we can just boom it.
Not today.
Oh, 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 oh. They've got extra chaos damage, I saw. So these are actually pretty dangerous because our chaos resistance is not very high right now. That's the next part of our defenses that we have to get working on. We'll get there. Alright, good. We can go back and loot later. Oh, see, my Chieftain would have been dead there. If you are playing Chieftain, let me know how it's going. I know that there are a few Righteous Fire Chieftains out there that are using Hinakora. Do excellent results. But for someone who has limited time now, I tried to make Infernal Blow Chieftain work. It didn't work. Swap to Bone Shatter. Old reliable. Feels good. Gonna be able to get all the challenges with it. There we go. Easy map. Alright. And as a little extra, I suppose we could do a single round of Trial of the Ancestors, the actual tournament. Just to show you what it looks like on Melee, because I know a lot of the builds out there are not actually Melee for this. So I believe this is a fresh tournament. It is fresh tournament. Let's make sure we... Ooh, Ventur's Gamble, the Risk. Could go for that. That's a big stack. But we want to go for... let's just do Calm.
A master of strategy.
All right, so my strategy, I don't know if it's the best strategy, but I have these little guys as flankers. Then I have escorts here. And then flankers. Escorts and flankers. What I do is a melee, a tanky melee. I immediately rush into the center. I put my totems down, and I try to take out absolutely everybody. If you don't have your minimap up on this, I highly suggest you do, so you can see whenever your totems are being attacked. Since I mobbed this place and I killed everybody, we're almost instantly going to be taking these totems down. They're not going to be able to defend them. Very easy. I'm so tanky. They can't even do anything. I'm going to be able to help now. Everything's down. Oh, that was an enemy. Oopsie. Well, everything will be down in a moment, as you can see. Calm. He's not going to be long for this world. And he's out. I could even tank his triple hit. See here, take this last guy out one more time. I do actually have to damage them down. I can't perma-stun them or anything. Okay, he was just an exploding guy. Take that out. That out. Hopefully I can stun this guy and my people can take down the totems. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, and there we are. That's essentially what it looks like almost every time. It's just the battlefield gets more and more hectic as you move on. But that's how it is as a Bone Shatter, at least here at rank. What rank am I? I am only rank 185. So did we get any cool rewards? Yeah, okay rewards. I like the tattoo system. There's a lot to do with the tattoos. I currently, for funsies, have, that was an odd thing to say, I have 2 tattoos going right here. Tattoo of the Nyamahu Warmonger. And they have a chance to explode enemies on death for a percentage of their max health as fire damage, which is kind of cool. Okay, and that was it. That was the brief showcase of the updated build. Sadly, Infernal Blow Chieftain is dead. I told you all that I was going to fail, and I did, unfortunately. Maybe I can make it work if I have time later in the league after I get the challenges and have tons of fun on the Bone Shatter Juggernaut. We'll have to see. I'll give it a go if I do have the time available. Thank you for watching so much. If you liked the video, go ahead, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. How is your league start doing? And as always, a massive shout out to everyone who supports the channel, especially those who are members here on YouTube or patrons on Patreon. All right, that's it for today, everybody. Tala Moana.